Oh, Rian Johnson humiliates the actor who plays Admiral Ackbar in the original Star Wars series on his last day of shooting and diminishes him to tears. What a great guy. Ooh, yeah. Alright, we're on the website Bounding Into Comics, and a story broke about the actor who plays Admiral Ackbar, Tim Rose, in the original series, and he reprised the roles in the most recent Star Wars trilogy. So the story is by Jorge Arenas. The title is Admiral Ackbar actor Tim Rose details humiliation on the set of Disney's Star Wars The Last Jedi. The treatment of actors from the original Star Wars trilogy in the new set of movies has created a major rift within the fandom. Most recently, Admiral Ackbar actor Tim Rose detailed how he was humiliated on the set of The Last Jedi on the final day of shooting by director Rian Johnson. Admiral Ackbar, the Mon Calamari, who made his first appearance in The Return of the Jedi, has been a major piece of the Star Wars universe for years, especially in the eyes of fans. His story was especially fleshed out in the animated series The Star Wars The Clone Wars, as he served as a captain in the Mon Calamari Royal Guard. He would be instrumental in quelling a separatist takeover of Mon Cala. Many were excited to see the character return for The Force Awakens and its sequel, The Last Jedi. However, fans would be quickly let down by Admiral Ackbar's death in The Last Jedi. He is killed when the First Order, led by Kylo Ren, launch an attack on the Resistance's flagship. Admiral Ackbar is killed when Kylo Ren attacks the bridge. A number of fans, including Admiral Ackbar, puppeteer Timothy D. Rose, were less than pleased with Disney, and specifically Rian Johnson's treatment of the character. Rose spoke with the YouTuber Jamie Stangroom about how he reacted to Ackbar's role in the sequel trilogy. So this is Rose speaking. After waiting 30 years to reprise Ackbar, I was a little disappointed with Ackbar's role in that picture. So, in The Last Jedi, I was quite looking forward to maybe them giving him something more juicy. He then reveals how he figured out that Ackbar died. I looked at my script and I went, oh, Ackbar's going out the window. Well, that's that then. Rose would then detail how he was brought to tears when Ackbar's final moments were turned into a joke on set. Quoting him, Rose, "We finished all of our bits, and they asked me to come down to camera, and I thought, oh, well, maybe they're going to say thank you for being one of the heritage characters and giving 30 years and all that. But what they did was, they gave me a Millennium Falcon sign that had the day and the date on it, the scene number, and they said, can you look at the camera and say it's a wrap? Because that would be really funny." He continued, I was actually in tears in the suit because I thought, after everything, after hoping there'd be something, after knowing there wasn't going to be anything else, Ackbar's final moment before he went into the box was just a big joke about it's a wrap. They just thought, wouldn't it be funny? And that was the sum total of my life as Ackbar. He then noted, I disappeared down the back and couldn't come out for a good 30 minutes after that. He adds, they took over a little bit of your lives, he concludes. They became part of us, and we are part of them. One Twitter user described how they viewed Rose's reaction. So this guy says, Nerf herder, he thought he would be treated with dignity and respect, but his expectations were subverted. Data Racer. Sequel trilogy fans are now mocking Admiral Ackbar and Tim Rose, saying he's a crybaby, and Ackbar is just a meme. Lucasfilm's new fan base does nothing but disrespect the original actors and characters now. What do you think about how Timothy D. Rose was treated on set, and then by individuals on Twitter? Was it just harmless fun on Johnson's part that was taken further than he expected? Or is this just another example of lack of respect for the franchise and one of its beloved characters? So Ackbar wasn't a major character. He didn't have a whole lot of lines. But he was one of the faces of original Star Wars. That's why they brought the guy back, because he was so recognizable. And he did a lot to promote the film through the meme. A lot of people just know him from that meme, especially younger people. But you can see the guy's got a lot of emotion and he's really invested in that character. He loved playing that character, obviously. He waits 30 years, he gets the call back to come back and reprise the role. And he was so happy. And he's wondering, he probably knew he was going to die, but he thought maybe they would give him a dignified end. How much better would it be if he saved the day instead of that purple-haired Admiral girl that nobody knows? If he took the ship and ran through the big Star Destroyer, how cool that would have been. That'd have been awesome. How did you not do that? It had to have been by design. And then the guy, and probably, Rian Johnson and the others just didn't really think about it. They probably weren't trying to disrespect the guy. They just thought that, hey, that would be kind of funny. And that maybe the actor didn't really take the role seriously or personally as much as he did. So they probably weren't really trying to humiliate him. But the fact is they did. Enough that he actually came out and disclosed that in an interview. This is one of those things that we would have never known if it weren't for this YouTuber interview. And he just kind of let it slip because it's probably something that's bothered the guy. And how he's being treated on Twitter is the worst of all this. These people on Twitter are absolutely ripping this guy. Calling him a baby. Your character was always a joke. You were never part of the original Star Wars. You only had 3 lines. It's just all of these idiots out there. And these morons, they're probably most proud of being number 1 in a Fortnite game or something. That's the big accomplishment in their life. If you said something about that, they would literally fall on the floor and start crying and kicking like a baby. Making fun of this man. 30 years of his life, identifying himself as this Admiral Ackbar character. What the hell's wrong with people? This kind of thing pisses me off more than the treatment of Luke almost. Mark Hamill's got other things. Hell, he's the best Joker I've ever heard. They could do whatever they want to that character, and it's not going to really hurt Mark Hamill's memory. But this guy, he's a puppeteer. This was the biggest moment of his life. And these losers on Twitter that's never done a damn thing have the nerve to chime in and put in their unwanted opinion and rip a poor guy who's saying how bad he feels about how he was treated by an idiot like Rian Johnson, who destroyed an entire franchise. $1 billion franchise that was pretty hard to destroy. You had to really try hard to ruin that one. Yeah, him and Kathleen Kennedy did it, though. I wasn't going to make a video today, but this really pissed me off. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the guy deserved to be disrespected because his character was minor? Or am I right and these guys are just a bunch of jerks? I don't know. What do I know? I'm just an old noob. Oh yeah. Subscribe, share, and like.